Am I the a-hole for telling my husband not to bring his sick ex to our house and not get personally involved in nursing her? So I am 35, F, and my husband is 39, M. We have been married for 5 years. Before marrying me, he was with his high school sweetheart for a decade. Apparently, they had compatibility issues and then lost contact. Now his ex has kidney failure and is on dialysis. She has come to our city for treatment, and according to my husband, she contacted him through a mutual friend. Now my husband wants to help her. Very politely, I asked my husband, does she not have her own people to help and care for her? Why contact you all of a sudden after all these years? My husband got pissed and said, how can you be so petty and immature regarding a patient, asking such stupid questions? He also said he expected better from me. Then I said, if the situation is so dire, then let's get her a place in our flat in the other locality. And if you are so adamant, then let's finance a nursing facility for her. But what is the need to get personally involved like a nurse? I don't want to get personally involved in nursing your ex or in her medical recovery process in person, nor do I want to go see her in the hospital with you. My husband said he was just disappointed in me, that I was showing jealousy over a relationship that ended long ago, and that I couldn't show maturity even toward a patient. So, am I the a-hole? Guys, some people are accusing me of lying and copying. I will give you the screenshot of the nursing home visitation slip. Please tell me how to upload pictures. Edit. I'm really very thankful to the mods for responding to my appeal against my post being labeled fake. Thank you so much for reconsidering things, mods. Update 1. I tried to have another conversation with my husband, and my parents will be visiting my house soon. But I don't think we've made any progress. I spoke very politely and told him that it is very unfair to me and my boys, I have 2 3-year-old twins, that he is willing to be an emotional support system for an ex and is so hellbent on being by her side. Caring about acquaintances is one thing, but things like being an emotional support system, a caretaker, and constantly being at someone's side should be exclusive to one's spouse. Offering those things to any third party, even if it is a platonic female friend, lays the foundation for an emotional affair, let alone offering them to an ex. He told me that it was tragic that I didn't trust him even after being together for 9 years, we dated for 4 years and have been married for 5, and that I was accusing him of having an affair. He said it is natural for people to care about their loved ones and acquaintances, especially when they are sick, and that being an emotional support system, a caretaker, and being there for someone is the bare minimum anyone can do. According to him, that does not automatically translate into an emotional affair, and it was sad that I was so narrow-minded that I was offended by him being personally involved with his ex. Ideally, he said, I should have volunteered to help his ex, visited her, comforted her, and shown some empathy instead of acting like an insecure person. I said, I am not denying that we should help a sick person. We can get nurses and doctors involved and assist financially, but you offering emotional intimacy to her does not sit well with me. He once again said, throwing money at a sick person is so cold-hearted on your part. A patient needs to see that people are available for her. To that, I replied, I am not obligated to be available for her, and neither are you. Nobody will blame you for not taking responsibility for your ex's life problems. He cut me off and said that was such a selfish perspective and that he would be selfish if he didn't respond properly to someone asking him for help. I believe one of my twins woke up at that point, and our conversation ended. Update 2. It has been 1 week since I first made that post here, and it feels as though centuries have passed in just 7 days. A lot has happened, and I feel strangely numb. As most of you expected, my husband and I are getting divorced. His ex, who has kidney failure and is on dialysis, did not reach out simply because she needed help. She reached out because she wanted him back. Her illness is real, but her intentions were not. She eventually admitted that to me directly, and she was quite blunt about it. Maybe her illness had made her irritable and resentful, but that's how the conversation went. Right now, I feel strangely calm. None of this is completely unexpected, but I still cannot process how a man can walk away from a 9-year relationship with 2 children. We dated for 4 years, have been married for 5, and have 2 3-year-old twins, with what appears to be absolutely no regret. My parents are with me, helping me stay strong for my twin boys, who just turned 3. They are far too young to understand what is happening, but they keep me grounded. After everything came to light, my husband admitted that she had been the one who ended their relationship years ago because she believed he lacked ambition and stability. He never truly got over her. Seeing her again, fragile, vulnerable, and remorseful, reopened feelings he had apparently never dealt with. In my mind, I was thinking, you jerk. You could have admitted this from day one instead of gaslighting me. But honestly, I was too speechless to say anything. I actually met her by coincidence 3 days ago. My husband had been visiting the hospital frequently, and one afternoon he forgot his insurance file, which also contained some of our joint investment paperwork. Since I had already started separating my finances from his while waiting for my parents to arrive and while giving my marriage one final chance, I went to the administrative office at the dialysis unit to collect it. The dialysis unit was tucked away in a quieter wing, separated from the main outpatient block. Outside the renal ward, there was a waiting area. I was standing there waiting for the administrative officer to bring out the insurance file when she appeared with a nurse. She recognized me immediately. Before I could even introduce myself, she asked the nurse to give us a few minutes of privacy. The nurse hesitated because she was leaving an immunocompromised patient alone, but my husband's ex insisted. Then she looked at me and asked, "You're his wife, right?" I swear to God, I had never met this woman before, so I have no idea how she recognized me at a glance. I said yes. She asked me to sit down for a moment. Then she said, "I was planning to tell you this gradually, but it's probably better that we met here. I guess today or tomorrow you were going to find out anyway, so there's no point beating around the bush. I'll just get straight to the point. I know you probably think I'm intruding, but I never stopped loving him." At that moment, I was thinking, what the actual hell? There is no way this is real. In reality, she had even been married to another man for a while, who I believe died in an accident. It's not like she had spent her entire life single, pining away for my husband like some movie protagonist. She continued, "I was the one who ended things, and I regret it deeply. I just want to be with him again, even if it's only for whatever time I have left. I swear to Almighty God above, I'm not exaggerating a single word." Those were her exact words. I took the file and walked away without saying anything. When I reached the side corridor near the elevator lobby, I would have completely broken down if nurses and other people hadn't been walking through the hallway. When I got home and told my husband what had happened, he didn't deny any of it. He simply said he couldn't help how he felt and that being around her had made him realize he still loved her. At that point, I didn't think there was anything left for me to say. I am now a single mother of twin boys, and honestly, I'm okay. I earn much more than my husband, and the home we live in belongs entirely to me. The apartment is located in the Southern Academic District, not far from the old university campus where I teach. It's a 3-bedroom apartment on the 4th floor of a quiet residential building. I bought it 7 years ago after being promoted to associate professor, using my savings along with part of a research grant I had received for curriculum development. Once everything came to light, I asked him to leave. He did. There wasn't any dramatic fight. I calmly told him that if his heart was with her, then that's where he should go. There was no legal obstacle preventing him from leaving. He had contributed very little toward the mortgage or maintenance, and the property had always been mine. He did try to argue that our finances were intertwined in other ways. And honestly, even though the financial entanglement is only partial, it still complicates things. The biggest issues now involve the shared investments and educational funds we established for our twin boys. We have a joint mutual fund account, a children's savings bond, and a small commercial investment in a co-working space near the railway junction. The co-working space investment has become another point of conflict. Although all of the original investment money came from me, the business registration lists both of our names for tax purposes, which was his idea. Now he is attempting to claim half of the profits from the current lease cycle. My lawyer has already filed for a forensic accounting review to prove that the money originally came from my personal savings. In theory, all of this sounds exhausting, and there are still several more financial entanglements that would take far too long to explain here. On top of that, we still haven't officially started the divorce proceedings or begun dealing with custody arrangements. Final update: his ex died. It has been around 8 months since my last update, and I honestly never expected to post here again. A few days ago, I learned through mutual friends that his ex passed away. I haven't spoken to him in any meaningful way since I filed for divorce, so I don't know how he's doing, and I don't intend to find out. We had legal disputes over our shared finances, but those were handled mostly through solicitors, so our personal interaction has been almost non-existent. Earlier, he used to check in on the kids, but we rarely spoke. He hasn't even been checking on the kids for quite a while now. Life has settled into a new routine. My focus is entirely on raising my sons and moving forward. They are growing up so quickly, and more than anything else, they deserve stability. In the beginning, I struggled with suicidal thoughts and severe self-esteem issues. Thankfully, I believe I am doing much better mentally now. I just thought I should update you all. Thank you to everyone who offered advice and kindness when I needed it.